Welcome to a brand new podcast, and this is Oracle 19, and my name is Mr. Greatness. For any business inquiries, if you want to put your brand on this platform, you can email us at evolutionoflondon@gmail.com, and also that's the same email if you want to make a free will offering to our PayPal account. Again, that's evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. We have different links to other affiliates. Again, that's www.linktree.com/evolutionoflondon. So you can support us that way. And we do have a Patreon channel, which we have videos that's not posted on YouTube. www.patreon.com/evolutionoflondon. You'll find also digital artwork, and we do consulting services as well. You can shop online to our baby shopping mall, which is www.evolutionoflondon.com. You will find a whole wide range of products for men's, kids, ladies' clothes, jewelry, artwork, house products, and much more. So that's evolutionoflondon.com. Also check us out at evolutionoflondon.org. O-R-G. You'll find custom clothes, accessories, and ebooks for personal as well as business use. Finally, evolutionoflondon.store, S-T-O-R-E. You find games, DVDs, lotion, soaps, clothes, much more. So evolutionoflondon.store. Check out the company Royalty 9 International. Royalty 9 Internationals, they make homemade candles, 100% soy wax, from scented to unscented. Now the scented candles is from frankincense and myrrh, jasmine, eucalyptus, rose, just to name a few. And if you want to place an order, you can email the company at royalty9international@gmail.com. You can also find them on social media, Instagram and TikTok. Royalty 9 International. Luxury candles. Over 35 plus burning hours. 35 plus burning hours. Very good quality candles. Again, Royalty 9 International. Mr. Will, he's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years. So if you want to book for him to schedule, I should say, to have a consultation with him, you can email him at healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. Again, that's healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. And also you check out his merchandise, www.wjaaccessories.com for custom clothes, accessories, and digital products as well. DJ Panthro, he's an international DJ, so if you want to book for him to come to your venue, you can email him at djpanthro, PANTHRO 519@gmail.com. That's djpanthro 519@gmail.com. And if you want to support him, you go to his YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and share. DJ Panthro 519 on YouTube, and you can also find him on Instagram and TikTok. TikTok, you have two platforms, DJ Panthro, and the second one is The Real DJ Panthro. Again, the D-A, the real DJ Panthro. And that's on TikTok. So definitely you can support him on that level. And again, email him if you want to book for him to come to your venue. DJ Panthro. Music. Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. He have a whole wide range of different products. Well, different beats, I should say. So if you want to check him out, you go to his YouTube channel. Therefore, you will see other social media platforms you can subscribe on. So, Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. And Continue to Train on YouTube is the Greatness 19 channel. That's our educational channel to open up your third eye. We have over 700 shows, actually specifically around 715 shows approximately and counting. So definitely support us that way. Like, subscribe, and share. And if you scroll down on the Greatness 19 channel, you will see Mr. Evolution of London. You can subscribe to our channel, our health and fitness channel, or health and wellness channel, our health and wellness channel. Again, that's Mr. Evolution of London on YouTube. Cindy's Place, she has custom clothes, accessories, and digital products as well. Her website is www.cindysplace.org. Again, that's www.cindysplace.org. Looking for hassle-free travel between cities? Choose Intercity Bus Canada for all your intercity transportation needs. Reliability? Definitely reliable. Dependable services, ensuring you arrive at your destination safely and on time, every day, all day. Comfort? You sit back and relax in their spacious, air-conditioned bus equipped with comfortable seating and free Wi-Fi. Affordability. Say goodbye to expensive gas and parking fees. They offer the cheapest tickets in town, making traveling between cities budget-friendly. Convenience. For multiple daily departures and 24-hour days, 7 days a week service available. You can't go wrong with that. Traveling has never been easy. They also have special promotions, so you need to take advantage of the special promotions, including value cards and discounts for frequent travelers. Their stops are in Toronto, Woodstock, Pearson International Airport, Sarnia, Kitchener, Strathroy, and anybody in Ontario know those locations. Definitely much needed. Formerly the Greyhound Station in London, Ontario, the terminal offers a big space for customers to sit and relax before their journey. Visit the website at www.intercitybus.ca to view schedules, book tickets, and explore the route maps. Download the user-friendly mobile app for booking and traveling updates to go. You can visit Ticket Counter physically at the address of 101 York Street, London, Ontario, in person, and you can purchase your ticket. If you have any questions or need assistance, call customer service at 519-719-9235 or info@intercitybus.ca. And you can stay connected with them through Facebook as well. Now, the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We are on iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Spotify for podcasters, Amazon Music, just to name a few. So any information I haven't mentioned would be in the description box of the Oracle 19 podcast, the Greatness 19 channel, as well as Mr. Evolution of London. Both of those are on YouTube. Rumble.com, just type in the Oracle 19. And finally, www.oracle19radio.com. All right, well, as usual, I need to always take care of the business aspect of things, and I always give my perspective of different topics. Definitely, you will find it. Some will find it interesting. Others will find it triggering. Some might even just downright get pissed off. But it's a perspective, I must say, and I shall. Replacing the word hoeing with dating. Replacing the word hoeing with dating. And what do I mean by this? Mr. Greatness, what you mean? What you saying? Let me know. Can you let me know? Can you know? Can you know? Can you let me know? Well, here's the thing. In this day and time, women like to paint a pretty picture of things. Now, I mentioned this quite a few times in the history of this podcast. There's women and there's females. Big difference. Women know how to carry themselves. 2% of women out here, they know how to carry themselves through and through, and they're well respected by real men out here, and I'm one of them. I have the ultimate respect for women. Okay? But I don't have respect for females. There is a difference. Just like I said, there's men and there's males, and I mentioned that on different shows as well. But see, a lot of times these females like to justify their whoredom, their whorish nature. And they jumping from man to man, having intercourse with different men. They call that dating. They just going out to have fun. Fun. And they just depleting their bodies from man to man. Now, they always will say, it's my body, I could do whatever I want when I want. That is true. You can. You have that free will. You can do whatever you want, lady. You do, but it catches up to you for being a whoremonger, running around here, jumping from man to man, and you justifying it. It's not being a slut. You're not being a slut in your eyes. You just saying you dating. You meet a man, and in about 2 days, 1 day, some of you the same day, a week, you already had intercourse with this gentleman. And you consider that okay, dating. So then you break up from that guy. Let's say the top of the year, January, you meet a new guy, you give it up in a week. Knowing nowadays, modern day females, it don't take that long to sleep with you. It's very easy nowadays. It's easy. Let's be for real. Men, real men in the streets, a couple of days, a week at the most. you already sleeping with her. That's the average. And if it's not a week, that means really you haven't seen her. You're not seeing her a lot. You might meet her. You might see her one day, let's say January 5th. But then you busy. You might not see her maybe until the next month. So that's the only way I will say it didn't constitute you sleeping with her in the week, because you really didn't bother wanting to check for her. There's a lot of different scenarios, but if you consistently seeing her and talking to her in this day and time, most likely you sleeping with her within a week on average. But it's easy getting these modern day females. Easy. It's not difficult. In their mind, they will say, well, I want to have it too. But they don't think when they dating this guy, marriage is not on the MO anyway. We know this. And then they eventually will break up with that guy they have met in January. Then February is a new dude. Definitely by springtime, meet another dude, have intercourse with that dude, and then that don't work out. Then you're looking for summer love, and then you meet another dude and you have a summer fling. That don't work out. Then you're looking for a fall connection. That don't work out. Then you look for hibernation love in the winter and hope that carries over to the next year, maybe if you're lucky, by Valentine's Day. If it don't, then you have to wait for next year, the following year, Valentine love. It's a cycle. So you, within the year, have slept with 4 dudes in the year. And let's say you could just say a teenager. These teenagers from 17, 18, they fast. They doing that. And I talked about this in a show a long time ago called Calculations. But let me give you a little bit information from that show. I'm going by memory here, but I'm gonna need my calculator for this. Let me see if let me find my calculator here. Always have things in my bag at the studio, but if not, I use my phone. Phones have calculators. That's the beautiful thing about it. It's like a baby computer. Now, let's say, for example, and again, this is not like, I'm just throwing numbers out. Hoeing, trying to replace the word hoeing for dating. And I'm going to my phone, and let's say, for example, you're 18 years old, right? Now, I'm going to give a low figure here. Say, for example, you meet 4 guys in the year. 18-year-olds, 4 guys you have intercourse, and that's a low figure. But let's just say, on average, I'm going to be generous with you. 4 dudes in a year. Now, you times that, and let's say from 18 to 35. Let's say just that range, but 4 times in a year, and you're 18 years old. So you already been with 4 dudes. And now you're 35 years old. So let's say, for example, that's 35, let's say minus 18. You've been 17 years in the game. You're 35 years old now. At the pace of sexual intercourse with 4 guys on average. And look, that's a low figure in this day and time. These girls been out with hundreds of different men. Hundreds. But 17 times 4. All right, you've been with 68 guys, okay? Now, that's kind of low in the eyes of women in this day and time. 68 dudes. Now, again, this is just a little calculations here. All right? And I think men should really consider that, because women, they think they think hoeing around is just like dating. You know, they classify that as dating. You're just feeling things out. Yeah, I bet you feeling things out. Now, let's say those 68 guys, on average, because I'm saying it's a seasonal thing. There's spring, summer, fall, winter. Different dudes you've been out with. And these are the ones that you dating, but really I say hoeing, but you say dating. You dating these guys. It's not like you have intercourse from these guys one time. You do have your one-time specials, but for the most part, you hot and horny. You had intercourse with this guy. If you've been dating with him, let's say 2 or 3 months, and you gotta have it because you hot and horny at least about 3 times a week, at least. And that's a low figure, but let's just give you that. So let's say you're rocking with that guy. Let's say 4 guys, 3 times. Let's do some calculations. You've been with that guy for 3 months. 3 times, let's say a week. Times that by, let's say 4 weeks in the month. It's 12 times. Times it by 3 months. You've been being plowed and ravished 36 times within that 3 months. And again, that's a low figure because these women are wild, even with one dude. They having it 4, 5, 6 times, whatever. But I'ma just give an average number. 36 times that you've been plowed and ravished with that one dude within 3 months. Again, this is a seasonal thing. Seasonal from winter, spring, summer, fall. 4 different dudes on average. So you times that, let's say, by 4. You've been plowed and then been destroyed within the year 144 times. Now, a female's body is internal, like where the man, his genitalia is external. But you've been plowed, and the average woman don't even know how to take care of their bodies internally. So this guy, not to get graphic, but chomped on your body, plowed in you, just ravished you 144 times in the year. On the average, let's say we know females be sexually active 17, 16, 15. Heck, babies show. They show the receipts to it. And I'm giving an average of between 18 and 35. But these women, 40, 45, they also been ravished. And they got children to back that up. Children's. And the older they are, like 45, 50, they end up being nanas. meaning grandmothers. So, and they still out here in these streets, but we're not going to talk about them for a moment. We're just giving you a little bit of an average, something to work with. So, in the range of 18 to 35, walk with me. Just think about it. They've been ravished 144 times a year. You times that by 17 years. Destroyed 2,448 times. Again, I'm just throwing numbers. It's not particularly the exact number because it fluctuates. And I'm just giving a perspective of average because the average female out here is rocking like this. This is how, matter of fact, I will even argue it's more than this. Much more, probably double. Because they out here. So within 17, this is why you find their bodies depleted at definitely 35 and 30. And nowadays in their late 20s, their bodies is depleted. Their bodies is sagging, stretch marks, worn and torn. But they don't consider themselves hoeing. They consider themselves dating. I'm just dating. In my 17-year career, 2,448 times. And in between those times, children's, plural, is in the mix of this 2,448 times on average. Again, this is just an average ballpark figure. This is much more. Again, listen to my old show called Calculations. This is back like in 2021, I think. And I break that down even more from how many times I feel they felt on, and then this number here is not to factor in how much plastic, and I'm trying to be clean with this, how much plastic they put inside themselves on those dark, lonely nights. So they got plastic ran up in them. You can't even calculate that. So this is why their bodies is destroyed and open and just as my man Carlito used to say, no grips. No grips. Shout out to you, Carlito. No grips. They don't have that because you factor in that. And nowadays, with the modern day females, you got to factor in the women that they allow to plow them and ravish them. They don't count that. So within 17 years of that, because with the plastic is every day, definitely double the amount of them being with a man. Just check underneath their mattress, underneath their bed. A safe deposit box or a little box with their special toy. You horny prostitute. You're Jezebel. You whore. Just jokes, just entertainment. But look, you factor in you could tack on at least 1,600 times in 17 years. So you can give a straight number, 5,000 times they woman, man, plastic. If you really break it down. Depends of the city, state where you reside. It could be way more than that or right about that number. Point I'm making is these modern day females justify replacing the word whore with dating. Justifying your actions, your degenerate actions. So this is all before they even get married. What use are you? And again, I'm listening to social media a lot, all the time, weekly. And these women act like it's just the norm. It's nothing wrong. But they ask for all the requirements, what they looking for in a man. I hear that. And I mention this all the time, basically. The outrageous information these modern day females be looking for. I need a man making $1 million, and dead serious. I need a man that making $500,000. But you a whore. You bring nothing to the table. You can't conversate. You don't know how to read. You don't know your geography. You can't name 3 countries. You cannot spell. You don't know mathematics. You can't even teach your offspring. You don't even know how to cook. You don't even know how to clean. You don't even know how to take care of your body. Number 1, you don't even know how to take care of your body. You're nasty. I see it in your skin. You just ugly. You got fake everything. You got fake hair from your head to your toe is fake. Fake breastises, fake buttocks, just fake. I don't even know the color of your eyes. Got fake eye color, the contacts. You got fake eyelashes. Fake. Injections, everything. But yet you have big time requirements. The nerve of you. And these modern day females, they got nerve. They got steel nuts out here if they had. Because they are bold with it. And look at you dead in your eye and say, this is the type of man I need. And he has to be this way. 6 feet. He have to be over 6 feet. He have to have 6 packs. He have to make 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 a year. And meanwhile, you are broke and dumb. And you say, even you bold enough to say, I want to eventually get married. And dumb. So you just gonna have dumb children. And you on drugs. And you're a heavy alcoholic, and you have mental illness, but you say, I demand to have a man of high value. And justify being a whore. And just say it's just dating. All of these things. And you could just slut around, but yet you will tell a man, accept me, take it, or leave it. I will pass. Puff, puff, pass. It's not worth it. You're a junkie. You're alcoholic. Fake everything. What's the point? What are we doing here? What am I getting out of this? This is why modern day men, young men out here, is not getting married and not really, and just saying, you know what? I'll wait. I go somewhere, I travel abroad, or I'm going to find a way to get some quality. Which there are quality women sprinkled around this stinking planet Earth of ours. I hear people will say, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Wow, you're talking about women. Women is strong. Women is powerful. Why are you talking about women? Somebody hurt you. I hear this so much. So much. I get wind of it. I get emails. People talk to Mr. Greatness. Friends of mine, close friends of mine say, people talking about you, Mr. Greatness. They say, Dag, man, you wildin'. Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Somebody hurt you, Mr. Greatness. Somebody hurt you. And for all you listeners that listen to me, you know what I'm going to say next. Say it with me. Your mammy. your meme. Yes, I said it on sight. Why? Why? Your meme. Okay, sorry, your mother hurteth me. In the name of your God. Amen. Praise Jesus. You know, look, we all go through things in life, but I'm not angry. I'm saying this with no bitterness. I'm really saying this with, at least I like to believe, with a lot of clarity. This is not like it's a lie what modern day females talk about. This is not a lie. It's just women don't like when you talk about women in general. And a lot of times when you get that type of woman, she's a feminist, really. She's a feminist. She's a feminist. You're not supposed to talk about women. I clearly say there's women and there's females, but then women say I'm talking about all women. Retarded stuff. But if I said men is trash, you wouldn't have a problem with it. It'd just be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's true. Yes, brother, you're right. But I break that down too. I say there's men and there's males. I have a show on that. Oh, yeah, I gotta watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I know you will. I know you're gonna listen to it. Because I'm harder than with men, believe it or not. But again, you will take a little clips of what I'm saying and then put a spin on it. I know over time, but it is what it is. Replacing the word hoeing with dating. Yep, that's the climate that we live in anyway. Making evil fair seeming, justifying things. And modern day females have a great spin on that because, again, I'm the soul toucher. Most likely I'm touching you. Not literally, but I'm touching your soul. Because you know this applies to you. Look, it's not my fault. You made your decision. You're a hoe or ex-hoe. You are who you are. You just use dating as really, it's just smokescreen. But you jumping from man to man. You're not married. You got children or child. You've been around, or you use your plastic. You went with other women, or you just hold around. And now you've been in the game a long time, and you got nothing to show for it, but a lot of pain and suffering, and mental pain and suffering. And a lot of times these women is broken down. They broken down. Bodies is broken down. Their mind is broken down. And the worst thing is when your mind is broken down, you can't offer nothing to anyone anyway. So this is the dating world that we in. I talk about this in different ways, many of different shows. And this is something that you men, especially you young men, need to realize. Let me take that back. A lot of older men as well. Because you run around here and listen to that garbage, what she's trying to tell you. And then she might cry on your shoulder and you taking it all in. Look, they are who they are. Because after they leave you, you think you're gonna be the only one after you? It's like a train. They keep on rolling. They're gonna hoe around and be with other men and women or whatever, and they're gonna build up their body counts, and they're gonna keep justifying, saying, They're not hoeing. They just dating. For all you men out here, this is a side note, but again, I mentioned these before in different shows. But I find I have to repeat because a lot of men out here just don't get it. This is a big, big world out here. Disclosure time, men. If that woman do not want you, it's okay. I meet up with several women just on a daily basis. And there's women out here that don't want me. They don't want to be bothered. And it's okay, man. It's okay. Just look at it like this. To get it in your brain, that woman, really, you need to have this in your brain. If that woman that one woman do not want you, she don't call you, she don't want to, you see her, she just give you the cold shoulder, very short conversation. Hey, hi. Just like that. You know, you want to conversate, you like her. She just say, hi. She don't want you. Because if a woman wants you, they're going to conversate with you. They're going to put themselves in a position to talk to you. They're going to call you. You know, I had to learn that too. You know, being thirsty. I'm talking about in my past. Many moons ago, being thirsty. But when the woman is like that, you know, want to curve me, so what? I look at it like this. Most likely, she got mental illness. Think about that. Most likely, her hygiene is not in order. And, you know, it was a woman I was checking, cool, you know, looked like a potential. And, you know, she gave me the Heisman, meaning the stiff arm, just the cold shoulder. You know, and no man likes rejections, you know. I'm like, I look at, nerve of her. Really? That's in my mind, right? I'm like, this chick, this itch, really? But then, you know, when I study her and I look at her and I see she have a cold sore on her lip, you know, because I'm studying, you know, females, you know, I'm just looking at them from head to toe. It's just not just looking at their body real quick and like, oh yeah, it's nice body. Let me holler. You know, I'm studying from hair, make sure there's no lice, from her feet, you know, shoes or whatever, or face. But I've seen her cold sore. I'm like, Mr. Greatness, what we doing? What we doing? You know, it's cool. She don't want me, that's cool. Even if, you know, just feeling a certain way, ego-wise. But I'm like, I just put it in perspective. Because even Mr. Greatness sometimes have to check himself. This is disclosure time, okay? Open disclosure time. So, just saying. For a lesson. You men, come on. It's not that serious. It's just one woman. Y'all sometimes guys go crazy for that one woman where she rejects you. You gotta DM her. You gotta just be, you know, in her face all the time. Why? Yo, man, forget it. Forget it. It's a big world out here. So what? So what? It's just one. It's just one. She's not going to be the first person you see, the last person. It's just only one. That's how you got to look at it. You have to have abundance mindset. In the game of life, a lot of these females, you go through a lot of females meeting and greeting. We're not even talking about just sexual intercourse, just meeting and greeting. And they don't, not all is going to like you. So what? She probably stink anyway. That's how I look at it. Whether she's pretty or not, most likely. Yes, you know, she probably is mentally crazy. Body depleted. Can't cook and clean. She fall under those categories. Let me tell you something. It's cool, and it's probably the best, because the thing about it is, if you with that person, she'll mess up your life. So if she curves you, great. It's probably something wrong with her. It's not something wrong with you, men. It's something wrong with her. That's how I look at it. And I always keep that in my mind. It's something. The Most High just said, you know what? It's not meant to be. You don't bother. Because in the past, I've been with women out here and forced the situation, and then months later, I found out truly who they really were, and I'm like, why I even waste my time with this chick? Why did I bother? That's because I try to force it. So you don't force it, because these women are whores. They replacing this word, justifying themselves of being whores with just saying dating. So you don't need that aggravation, men. Trust me, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Then she's coming with all different children and stuff like that, and you got to deal with potentially, the baby daddy's always lurking. They always around, unless they dead or in prison for life. Then you don't have to worry about them. But beside that, they're always lurking. And if she don't have hate for the baby father, that means the potential of her having sex with that man is still on the table. Believe that. Don't forget what she telling you. It can never happen. Let me tell you something. Anytime men and women are together and they have children, that's on the table. I know this as fact. You might say, oh, well, that's your fact. But many men facts is a pattern, because men of all different races, all different places around the world can vouch for that. Whether they want to admit it or not, unless she has just straight hate for this man. Straight hate. Perfect hate. There might not be an opportunity for that baby daddy to come back. But other than that, still, that baby daddy has that right. He can always come to the home because his child is there. He come to the home day or night. A little bit off the topic of this whoredom, but it still pertains to that at the end of the day. He have opportunity to always be there at the house. Morning, noon, or night when the child is there, or children's. Believe that. So when you going into that relationship and you dealing with a mother that has children and being a whoremonger, that is on the table. Just know that's not yours. That belongs to the baby daddy and probably the community. That box between her legs belongs to the community. Now, that might sound very mean, crass, but it is what it is. She's out here in the streets, and she has results to that. But let's get slightly back to the topic of women justifying being whores and saying I'm just dating, just being me. I'm just being me and free. No man can tell me what to do with my body. You hear this often too. You get women like that, justifying their whoredom, leave them alone. You have to go through meeting a lot of women, men. This is a reality. It's more prevalent now than it was in the yesteryears. In the yesteryears, you maybe had to go through 1,000 women to find a good five out of 1,000. Basically you speed dating. You just like meet and greet, hi, how you doing, and it's going to the next. No sexual intercourse. You just meet and greet. Maybe that was something in the 80s and early 90s, and even maybe in the 70s, whatever. But now in this era, you gotta go through probably triple the amount. You probably have to go through 3,000, 4,000 different women. Out of 4,000, you find about 5 out of 4,000 that's worth a damn. I know I might be exaggerating, yes, but you gotta go through a heck of a lot. You gotta go through a heck of a lot to find quality. And with social media, where women just want to show their behinds morning, noon, and night to be flown out, and you thirsty, horny dudes are accommodating and getting nothing out of it, my personal opinion. Okay, you might say I'm just getting fun, and at what cost? If you look at it on a business level, is these women worth the flight? Like, they bring absolutely nothing to the table but just plastic breastises, plastic buttocks, and lots of attitude. Bad attitude at that. Is that worth flying out for 5,000, 10,000? Is that worth cash apping her? With this, is that really worth it? If I'm spending $10,000, $5,000 flying a woman out from East Coast to West Coast, on top of that have a bad attitude, and most likely just poor hygiene, and most likely just not worth it, say sexually. Is that worth 5,000? I know you got it, some of you horny men, but is that worth it? Is that an investment? You just basically might as well have grabbed that $5,000, go in the neighborhood park and just throw it up in the air and let the squirrels and the homeless and the vagrants out there just grab up the dollars. That's really because you basically pissed it off, I would say. These modern day females are justifying themselves as from being whores to saying, oh, I'm just dating. This is dating life. Is this worth it? And then these type of women, they're not even in good shape. They in plastic shape, and y'all guys call it thick. No, she's fat. She's not thick, fellas. She's fat. If you 5 foot, $180, that's not, listen to me, 5 feet, $180. That's not thick, fellas. That's fat. Let's be for real here. Now, you don't like to hear that. Oh, she's thick. She's thick. She got a gut. And she's fat. 5 feet. $180. 5 feet. $190. 5 feet. A lot of these women, 5 feet. $200. That is not thick, fellas. That's fat. You 5 feet, you should be like 120. That's not healthy. And the thing about it, you whoremongering, you horny-toed, thirsty dudes, she's going to get bigger as you with her over time. So she's 180, 190, 200. 3-4 years from now, you could just roll her in. She's a cool, comfortable 250. What's the matter with you? What we doing here? What we doing? And she's a whore. What we doing? This is your Instagram model, right? What we doing here? Take some makeup. She's a whole different person when you take the makeup on that you spent 10 G's on to fly her into your city. What we doing here? Where we going with this? Come on, man. What we doing? Y'all dudes is crazy. Listen to these females justify whoredom for dating. It's insanity. But y'all guys just want to do it. Just keep on being horny. And keep on listening to the female's BS. That's what she's giving you. Nothing but BS. This is why you guys get what you get. And this is why these modern day females don't respect you. Because you're accepting their BS. And you're just thirsty for just that one female. Someone that don't like you. So what? There's thousands and thousands in your town that you can check and talk to. And out of those thousands, there's 5 at least that really will have an interest in you, man. Come on, if female don't like me and I'm going to be just stuck on her, one, and there's hundreds in the city where I reside, and out of 100, I could find at least one that might show some type of caring. Something at least. So what? Sexual intercourse, men, is easy because these sluts out here, they just justifying sluts. It's easy if that's what you're looking for. It's here all day, every day. This world is a big, big world. And if you got money to travel around the world, it's crazy. You can find all different types of whores. So you a little scallywag that's justifying herself, and so what? She don't want to talk to you? So, all right, good. You know, gotta have abundance mindset, guys. Stop being fools out here. Stop being fools. Women is replacing the word really, whoring, with dating. So what say you? Thank you for listening.